There's a connection between appreciating yourself and appreciating and respecting time. People who appreciate themselves understand and respect the use of time. Here's what I call the best-kept secret of the rich. Interesting discovery that I made one day. I couldn't believe it when I found out that rich people have about 24 hours a day, and poor people have about 24 hours a day. Wouldn't that drive you mad until you found out what the difference was? I'm telling you, the difference is in the management of the time. A few simple disciplines practiced every day, and your whole life can change. Your future can change, your income can change. But the rest of it is getting a handle on the management of time. And guess what? Discipline shows up again here, as it does everywhere. Discipline is also important in how you manage your time, the 24 hours given to you every day. Here's the first one. Ignore the subject. Ignore the subject. That's not a bad suggestion. Somebody says, well, I've been behind all my life. Doesn't look like that's going to change. Forget it. I like that approach. At least it's honest. Nobody's ideas of success and time management are right for you unless they can be applied by you. That it's important to resist all stereotypes for success, to resist all models of success. So here's one alternative to time management. Ignore the subject. Don't let somebody pressure you by saying, here's what you've got to do with your time. Resist all that. Take advice, but don't take orders. Let somebody give you their opinions and then accept the ones you want to accept. And the ones you don't want to accept, don't accept. Resist all attempts to pressure you into becoming the model of success. Resist all that. Do it on your own time, the time that's right for you. Now here's another alternative to time management. Step down to an easier task. Step down to something more manageable. Something that doesn't require that much time, that much effort. That's an alternative. Some people in sales are promoted to being manager. They say, oh, now I've got to be a manager. Heck with this, it takes 14 hours a day, worrying about everybody. I'm getting back out in the field. Get my sales job back. And that's a good alternative. Somebody works for a company and says, oh, I'd love to own one of these companies. Then they find out what it takes to own one of those companies, what kind of pressure, what kind of hours, can't play golf 3 days a week, and finally says, hey, you know, I've had it up to here with all the headaches and trauma and dealing with all these people's lives and running a company and being responsible for all the stuff. I'm going to step down. And that's a good alternative. It really is. Don't let yourself be pressured when stepping down might give you a better lifestyle. You've got to have time for your family. I went for some things that cost me too much in those early days.
Okay, now watch, I'm not playing. This was one of the top songs ever, right? And I don't care what hip hop, if you a real hip hop head, you already know Eminem is a whole nother level. Now, if you just want to go on a cultural boy and be blind, you're not making him one of the top ever, but one of the top ever. And if you listen to the song, what he's talking about is execution. That's what he's talking about. That's why the song was so fire. We good, son? I want to show y'all something real quick, right? I've been studying y'all, for real. I've been studying y'all. I ain't playing. Look. Y'all better be grateful for Cole. Y'all better be glad for Cole. When he come back and he get up, y'all better give him a hand. Look, he ain't in here right now. When he get in here. Look, I'm being real with y'all. I was like, yo, $500. Like, I've been studying the game. I'm like, Cole was like, I know you wanted 300, but I said, bruh, I could have said $100 and got 1,000 people in the room. I'm not stupid. I should have charged $50 and the room would have been packed. They ain't even charge us a lot for the room. I could have did $50 and sold this sucker out. The stuff I'm giving, I'm not throwing my pearls at swines. I'm not interested in the numbers. So that's why I was like 500 at first, because I'm like, the smoke I'm about to give some smoke. I'm about to change people's lives. So I want to show y'all something real quick. I ask you to do this, by the way, appreciate you, bruh. That's some practical stuff that you could take and use this stuff. For real. And it took him years to do it. Now, what I know about some of you in the room, the yellow, In the green, you don't like rejection. You're not built for conflict. So remember I told y'all the executor, the gorilla? I want y'all to look at the numbers. Only 12% of the world are natural executors, only 12% of the world. And I looked at the numbers like, yo, that's kind of crazy, but I get it. They so demanding that if it was 50% of them, it would be crazy. If you had to deal with that personality, it would be a lot that had to deal with 50% of the world is that, right? So less than 12% of the world are executors naturally. So what happens is they come in the room and they're not trying to be, negative, but they sell you this stuff. They tell you to do this stuff and it's naturally in them. And then you go home and like, why can't I do it? Because they're not thinking about you and who you are as a person. So the reason why I put that music on, because some of you, it's going to be so hard to do. So when you get on the phone and you got to negotiate and you don't really like doing it, then you need to put the music on. Like some of you put it on, coach, when they're working out, but that's a workout. For some of you, negotiating conflict is a workout.